word Hawaii, you think of white sand, beautiful oceans that are never ending, beautiful sunsets, but there's way more to Hawaii than just its beauty. Today I'm going to talk about the island of Oahu, Honolulu, Hawaii's capital, and Pearl Harbor. And first I'll just hand this out. I got this when I visited the Pearl Harbor, the USS Arizona Memorial. So they hand these out, it's just different people that lost their lives at Pearl Harbor. They just give you a little bio of each one. And I passed out these papers, it's just pictures that I took while I was there. If you look at the first one, that's the view from the hotel of Oahu, just part of the island. And then that's the view from the plane on the right. And then there's the view of Waikiki Beach, and I'll talk more about those. So, if you ever got the chance to go to Hawaii, I would recommend going to Oahu. It's the third largest island in the chain, and it holds 3/4 of the state's population, which is approximately 950,000 people. The average temperature ranges from 69.4 to 80.6 degrees Fahrenheit throughout the year. In 2005, the visitors brought in about $11.8 billion in revenue. There's 112 miles of coastline on the island, and it's one of the most remote spots on Earth. And it's about 2,400 miles west of San Francisco, so it's pretty much just these islands in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. It's actually the second oldest island in the chain, and it has 2 volcanoes, the Waine and the Kula Mountains, and years ago the lava flowed from both of them, and that created the Lailahau Plateau, sorry. And just a little random fact, there's a picture on here, they filmed Jurassic Park there, so that bottom left picture is where they were flying into the island for the first time, so that's kind of like the 2 mountains that they flew into. And then that's also, they filmed 50 First Dates, it was just, I love that movie. So there actually is, if anyone saw that movie, there is a house, and there is a pier that Sharon out and cried on, and that's between, it's called Chinaman Tap. There's just two little islands right off of that, so. And it's probably the most beautiful capital, I think, of them all, Honolulu. It's Hawaii's state capital. It's the 11th largest U.S. metropolitan city, and it holds Waikiki Beach, and it's the top destination of the state. It's actually man-made, and there's surfing, hotels, shopping, and it has, you can compare it to probably Rodeo Avenue. They just have the nicest shops, nothing that I could ever afford, but it was nice to look around. There's just dining all along the beach, and plenty of entertainment. All the bars or restaurants are outdoors, and when I was there, we got there, and there's, as soon as we got off the plane, we went to the beach, and this guy had all these parrots, so he set them up on my dad and I's arms, and it was just the most beautiful setting I've ever seen. In the background, there's a sunset, and there's just mountains, and also on Oahu, there are rainforests, you can do plenty of hiking. Beaches, there's the North Shore where they do most of the surfing competitions. The last thing is on Pearl Harbor. That happened on December 7th, 1941, when the Imperial Japanese Navy attacked us at Pearl Harbor, and that began World War II. And it was actually a surprise attack in the morning, and it was on our United States Navy fleet. It damaged and destroyed 12 American warships, 188 aircraft, and resulted in the deaths of 2,403 American servicemen and 68 civilians. And of those 2,403 servicemen, 1,177 were on the USS Arizona. And that was actually the only ship that wasn't able to be salvaged. So it completely sunk with all the men in it. And it's still considered an active duty ship, so whenever they go by, if they're in uniform and they're on duty, they still salute the ship. So because of that, they actually created, I have a picture of the memorial. It's, you can see it, I guess it's in the harbor. That's kind of a faraway picture, but the little white thing on the right is the memorial. And so there's a boat that will take you out there. And you basically, it's right on top of the ship, so you can still see parts of it. And a lot of people will toss their leis into the ocean and just say a prayer. And then there's another little part you can go to where it's just complete silence, no one talks in there, but it just, there's a wall that has all of the names of the men that were, the people that were on the ship. So, oh, and a little thing, these nuts, they're called kokui nuts, they're the native nuts of Hawaii, so this is what you normally see people wearing. You can get them everywhere, and they even sell little ones you can put in your car, so it's kind of like a sign of good luck. So to conclude, I informed you guys of the island of Oahu, the capital Honolulu, and Pearl Harbor.